Well, we've got a smorgasbord of topics to discuss today. In fact, it's been a while since we've done a traditional signature style Saturday, and we're going to do that just for you today. So we're going to talk about some books that I'm reading. We are going to show some of the thrifted items that my sister in Indiana sent me and how she recommends that I style them. I'm going to show you a new couple of things that I've gotten for the parlor. Well, it's just like I say, it's just a smorgasbord of funny little topics. What do you say?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Well, we've already had a really busy day here at the cottage. So many people coming and going. More about that a little bit later. But so many of you wanted to know if I bought that etagere, the shelving unit that I saw at N&D consignment store. And indeed, I did. And I love the way it looks here. I really needed something on the other side of my collection of butterflies. And I really like the way it looks. This is exactly what I had been hunting for when we first bought the cottage, and lo and behold, I found one. If I had found two early on, I would have put one on each side, but I love the way it looks, so it's kind of a fun thing. And later I'll show you another acquisition that I recently purchased. But let's start out now with some thrift store finds that my sister Meg in Zionsville, Indiana sent me. She actually sent these to me about 3 weeks ago, and I'm just getting around to showing them to you. And by the way, so many of you always kindly say that you appreciate the way I keep it real. Well, this is as real as it gets. I'm embarrassed to show you, and then I just thought, well, no, I'm going to be real. I've been working out in the garden. It looks like a holy mess, and I am going to get a manicure later today. But in case you see them and you think, Linda, really? Well, yes, really. This is what it looks like. So, number one, I want to show you some of these things that she sent me. Now, she has great style. The difference between the two of us is she is younger than I. She's got really long, gorgeous gray hair. She's considerably taller than me. And so while we have certain stylistic things in common, we also have those things that differentiate us. But she knows my style and I know her style. More importantly, she has ideas about my style. So number one, I'm going to show you some of these things that she sent me. This is a J.Crew cardigan. And first of all, I'm going to show you what was in my thrift store box, and then I'm going to just show some images of how she recommends that I style them. And in the future, if I can get around to it, well, I'll do a styling show for you, a fashion show. Stuart's just patiently nodding. Okay, so this is a J.Crew sweater. I love the color of it. And you can tell that it was from a number of years ago, but it's really good quality, and I think it'll be fun to kind of style. So this is number one, and you can see I've got it on a hanger because I've already pressed it, and then I'll probably take it off of the hanger. Okay, this is the only thing in it I thought I'm not sure about. Everything else was right on target, but this, I don't know. This is a scarf, and it's got strawberries all over it. And it's polyester. So Meg, I'm not sure about this scarf. This was the only thing that I just wasn't really sure about. But let me look at the price tag on it. And the price tag on it was 99 cents. So I guess it was a risk worth taking. Okay, this is the other thing. This is so probably an 80s kind of dress, but it's something that I think I could really style in a fun way, and she gave me some ideas as well. This is, I don't know, Edie Michaels, and it was all of $7.99, but this is, for somebody that's my petite size, this is a drop waist dress. Stuart, I don't know, can you see that? Okay, it's a drop waist dress. I think it's from the 80s because it's got shoulder pads in it, and you can see it's got a pleated skirt. And well, we've got a couple of ideas on how to style this. It's got a wonderful back to it, a button back. It buttons up and down the back. And I'm thinking this would look cute with my black wellies and then maybe some kind of jacket on top. But here's my first question of the day. If you've got ideas on how to style some of these things yourself, then let me know. What else do I have in here? Oh, she got me some fun t-shirts because she loves the look of t-shirts under blazers. And so do I. Stuart does too. It's very much a hip thing right now. And she got this one, New York. Yeah. And that one was kind of fun. This one I think is very sweet. And this one is, I think it was also J.Crew. And it's got little, it's Gap. And this has got little clementines on it. So that's kind of springy and kind of fun. I don't know. Maybe is it too girly for me? Okay. And then she got just some great shirts. This one is also J.Crew. Cool. Yeah. Just a button-down blouse. This one, by the way, was $4.99. Very good. Yep, very me. And this one I liked even more. And in fact, I had a version of this that shrunk. And this is Banana Republic. Look at that. This is very me. And this is great. How much was this one? This one was $4.99. So I think this one is great. And then this is something I have already worn. And this is kind of telling, I guess. Maybe I am a little bit of a logo snob or a name brand snob. Because at first when I saw this sweater, I thought, oh, I don't know about it. Does it look kind of cheesy because it's got this gold threading through it? And then I saw that it was made well. and I decided, no, that's pretty cute. And I have already worn that. And then she also enclosed, I love these kind of what I think of as walkable bags, just kind of messenger bags that you can put your cell phone in and you can walk through the neighborhood. And I think, yeah, these are wooden beads. And I think this is kind of hippie chic. And then she does little watercolors. So she put a couple of these in here. Now, something that is not in here, true confessions, because I don't know where it is. I wore it and I hung it up someplace that I can't find it. And it was just a blazer. And you'll see a similar one in some of the styling images that she gave me. It was from Banana Republic. It was really great. It was just kind of a lightweight wool blazer, and I will show that to you a little bit later. So right now, to some pretty music, Stuart is going to put up the images of how Meg recommended that they be styled. We were going to do a back and forth with the two of us, maybe via Zoom, but her schedule, she's a pretty busy lady, and it was hard to coordinate our schedules. So let me know how you would style some of these things. Look at these cute styling ideas here, and then in the future, when I'm not so filthy from working out in the garden, maybe I'll put on a little style show for you. So when we come back, let's talk about some of the books that I've been reading. Okay, so this is Signature Style Saturday. As you know, one of my signature things is to go thrifting, so we've been through that. Another one of my signature things is I try to share my garden with as many people as possible, young, old, very, very young, very, very old. And today we had a group of kids from Heritage Hall High School. This is their third year. It's a different group each year, but this was the third group that we've had here, and I have gone to speak at their classes. And we talked about just environmental gardening with native plants, garden design, all sorts of things. But they also, I think, just enjoyed roaming around the garden and looking at different things. Interestingly, I think they were more fascinated by some of the bugs that they saw than they were the flowers in general, which is also a fun thing. So thank you for coming to visit. And next up, I have been a reading fool lately, and I think that in these crazy, often depressing times, reading will save us. Libraries will save us. And I've been a reading fool lately. I finished 2 books this week. And both of these will be familiar to you. Number 1, Theo of Golden. Boy, is this book popular right now. It seems to be just about everywhere. You may already be familiar with it, and it's gotten just rave reviews. My review is I liked it. I thought it was charming. I thought it was a great first book. I loved its message, but I don't think I was quite as enthused by it as some others were. But did I like it? Yes, I did like it. Now, another immensely popular book that I just finished reading yesterday, which I adored. I mean, I adored this book, and the name of it is The Correspondent. And I don't have it here because I've already lent it to someone else to read. It was just brilliant. And if you are someone that likes to get behind the scenes of different people's lives, this is a way to do it, because it is nothing but correspondence between this one woman and different recurring characters, if you will, throughout the book. It fleshes out very nicely the different personalities. It's a wonderful it's a wonderful device. My son Johnny told me what kind of literary device this was, where you tell a story through correspondence. And anyhow, it was I just can't contain my enthusiasm for this book. I also highly recommend listening to it. I listened to a portion of it on Audible, and that was also really fun because you really can differentiate the different characters and different personalities in it. So I loved it. Another book that I highly recommend, I've probably mentioned it before. I have given this to so many people as gifts, and it is really helping me navigate our troubled times, and it is the Daily Stoic. And I'm very good about reading this every morning when I wake up and every night before I go to bed, and I have gifted it a number of different times, and I mark it up. I put personal reflections in here, and I really like it. So that's another book. And then kind of a fun book, because I've got a cottage garden, so why not? This is The Modern Cottage Garden by Greg Lode's A Fresh Approach to a Classic Style. And it's really fun. I'm just starting to work my way through this. So these are some of the books that I have been reading now. What I've been watching, Stuart, have you watched Nuremberg yet?
No.
It's very good. It's very frightening, but it's very good. And then I just continue on PBS to watch all sorts of different specials. I think I already mentioned I watched the Leonardo da Vinci Ken Burns special. It was really wonderful, and also the one on Mark Twain. And they bear mentioning a second time if you haven't seen them. So if you're wanting some really educational, informative, inspiring distractions from your daily rounds, then I highly recommend all of those. When we come back, I'm going to show you another goodie that I bought when I went on an antiquing adventure with my friend Julie down the street. Okay, so, I don't go really antiquing much or things, but my friend Julie down the street wanted me to go to Notting Hill Antiques out in Edmond with her. It is kind of an institution in Oklahoma City. It's been at several different locations, but they've got great stuff. And the shop owner sources all of it mostly from Europe. But I got this great umbrella stand, walking stick stand, and it is perfect for this spot, I think. I just put it into place. I need to give it a coating of oil, but look here. It's got a zinc tray inside, so it's perfect for my gardening boots. I love this cross-hatch top to it, but here's what makes it so wonderful. Stuart, you wait right here. Okay. One of the dilemmas I've had is that I don't really have a place to have my garden truck up front that's easily accessible and won't get wet when it rains. Right. Look at how perfectly that fits. So I can leave this outside on my table outside or on the bench when I'm working out in the garden. And then at night, I can just bring it in, or when it rains, I can bring it in, and it almost form fits. Yeah. Almost form fits there. And it was a good thing that I spied it first, because I think Julie would have gotten it had I not found it first. But it's just perfect for this location. And, well, it just really, I love something that is both handsome and useful, and this definitely fits that bill. Well, thanks for hanging out with me on today's Signature Style Saturday. It's also a signature feature of the Cottage on the Hill that it is always windy. And it is windy today. And in spring, it's also, I guess, a signature feature that there's always lawn equipment going this time of year. Just a couple of reminders that our next Linda Vater Live is going to be April 13th. It'll be after Easter. I've got a number of things coming up. A big crowd coming for Easter. I'm going to have a little wedding shower for the neighbor that lives behind me. We're going to do that in April. Lots to look forward to. And especially I'm looking forward to our garden boutique experience, May 1st through the 5th. I think I told you I've been putting together ingredients for the swag bag. I think we might have a little Manicura honey in there. I'm going to have my friend Jen. Well, she's going to have some surprises in there too. Just lots of fun things. It will be very, very fun to compose them. I think we had, I'm honestly not sure what our count is right now, but we did have some cancellations due to health issues. So if you're still interested, well, just click on the card below. Let's see, what have I forgotten, Stuart? On March 27th. Yes, on March 27th, I'm going to be doing a book signing at Commonplace Books. Definitely come by, drive by the cottage, see what's in bloom, because by then I think it'll be really, really spectacular, and it'll be a lot of fun to meet you, signing books, and just walk her, because there is so much fun to see there. And let's see, two last things. Number one, I loved all of the recommendations you gave for naming the new flower beds on the east side near the alley. And I have decided on Walker's Ridge. I love it because it sounds very almost Victorian. I love it because it so encapsulates. One of the reasons I wanted that bed to be there was to give walkers by enjoyment as they passed by. And it seems, and it's 4 seasonal. So there'll be interest there in 4 seasons. So if you are the one, I'd have to go back through a lot of comments to find whoever mentioned that. I think I took a screenshot of it, but if you are out there, here's another question of the day. Please let me know. I want to send you a little something. I loved all of the titles, the ways you entitled them. Some of them were really, really creative, but I think it was the 4 season. It was the 4 season component, and kind of my philosophy for doing that garden bed that made me stick with Walker's Ridge. And then another signature touch, as you know, is just my love for tulips. And so we'll close with my very first blooming tulip of spring. You guys take care.